Hi loves, it's Lacey and welcome back to our space. So today in our space I am doing the talk through for the DIY Some Bunny is Hungry, at least that's what I'm calling it now, tutorial that I did already on my channel. I have a video where I showed you how to make this a DIY, and it is just this piece here. I just set it up on another one of the tins so it'll be tall enough so you guys can see it throughout the video. And I had so many people ask so many different questions about it that I said, you have questions, I got answers. I'm going to just do a quick talk through and then show you how I made the bow, because everybody kept saying you need to do a bow tutorial, and technically it's not even really a bow, but I will show you how I did it. So first of all, everything you see here can be made from Dollar Tree products. I did use some products that I already had in my craft stash. If you have been on my channel for a while, you know I have a huge amount of craft supplies. So I did not buy anything but the 10, the carrots, and the little pack of carrots. Everything else I already had. So if you want to make this, you should check your craft stash, and I will tell you how to do it doing only Dollar Tree products and maybe things you have at home. Number one, inside there is floral foam, a big chunk of floral foam. I will link the video down below so you can check it out and see exactly what I'm talking about. You don't need to go buy that. If you don't have it, you don't need it. All I used it for was to have something that the carrots can rest on and to take up room in here, because I didn't want to use that much moss. You do need moss for it to look pretty. You can use brown, you can use green, you can use anything you want. But this foam is still wrapped in the plastic, and the only thing that's stuck in it are these little skewers. And you don't have to stick skewers in it. You can glue them together, tilt it like this, and then just glue them on the back of the inside of the tin. So if you just need to take up room, you can put a piece of Tupperware in there, roll up an old dish rag and stick it in there, old t-shirt, somebody's socks you were going to throw away, anything to let the carrots rest on it, because they just come right out. I didn't glue them in or anything, and this doesn't have to stick in that. It can just be glued to the back. So that's one question that was asked by several people. Next, I made my bunny out of pillow filler, polyfill, and batting. Batting is the stuff that you cover pillows and furniture and stuff before you put the fabric on. Looks like this. I have a ton of it. I use it for Christmas villages and stuff. It was just a piece. So many people said, well, what size piece of batting and how much pillow fill? I have small hands and I am 5'1", and I reached in a huge bag of polyfill and pulled out some. It looked like a ton because I pulled it apart for the video so you guys could see that I had the pillow fill. But when I first pulled it out, it was just a clump. I mean, it's that big. There's no measurements. Pull out a handful. If you have big hands and you think it's too much, put some back. If you have small hands, pull some more out. You don't have to use polyfill though. If you don't have polyfill, don't go buy polyfill. I initially was going to, instead of using the batting, use one of these microfiber cloths from the Dollar Tree. And my Dollar Trees didn't have it. I just posted a Dollar Tree haul yesterday, so if you want to check that out, I will link that down below along with the video for this, where I show this. It's so soft and it is perfect for the bunny's body. It will work perfectly. And if you want, you can take and cut it and then use part of it to cover the body. You'll need a little section to cut out feet, and then the rest of it stuff in the part you're using as the body. And if you don't have enough stuffing, grab some old socks from your kids or you or something and put it in there. You don't have to buy the batting. This is a whole lot thicker too, so you won't see that through, and you'll just form it into a ball. That's all I did. And for the feet, I cut out extra batting, and people want to know how I got them to sit so well. I put a little bit of poster board behind them. I thought I showed that in the video, that I cut out a little poster board and I put them behind so they'd sit straight. If you don't have poster board, don't buy that either. Cut off part of a tissue box or a cereal box or any box that you have that's kind of white. It doesn't even have to be white because You can't see through this if you use this microfiber cloth. And it's in the automotive section at the Dollar Tree. And then for his little toes, I use Valentine's heart stickers. Dollar Tree has stickers that are like numbers and letters that are in this pink. You could use the backing and not even cut up one of the letters or the numbers because it has the backing all the way around and that's still a sticker. Or take some whiteboard or white, I don't know, computer paper and color it in pink and use that. Then you don't have to buy extra stickers. So this is always decorating and DIYing on a budget on my channel. Use what you have. I used what I had. So then we are on to the bunny tail, and that is a pom-pom. It came in a pack with a whole bunch of pom-poms. There were tiny ones, there were ones this big. I used it because I had it, but cotton balls from the Dollar Tree will work just fine. You can pull them apart if you want it that big, like 3 or 4 of them, and then put them all back together and form a ball, and they'll be that big. So that's all for how I actually put that together, and it was easy. For me, it took me a little over 10 minutes to do the whole thing. Now on to the bow. I took this ribbon. It comes in 9 feet at the Dollar Tree. I have a ton of it. I love it. I pick it up every time I see it because I think it's really pretty with this burlap with the lace on it. I cut it into sections. So, like this. Here's a section. I cut it and then I put 2 points on this section. That's all I have left. So we're going to cut the pieces like I'm going to make this bow. I made one extra long, like 6.5 inches. Like that. And then I took those pieces and folded them in on themselves. Long ways, then together, and try to line them up pretty good. I didn't really care if they weren't even. And I put the wire on the outside, and I took some scissors and I cut flags. That's this piece that's here at the top. It's flags at the top and the bottom. And then I set that one down. Then I cut 2 pieces the same length, shorter than that 6.5 inch. I made those 5 inches. Two separate pieces. They're shorter than the initial one. And then I folded it in on itself. And I made a flag on one end. And then on the other end, I put the wire on the inside and I made a point. One end's a flag, one end's a point. And I did that for both of them. Reason I did this because I wanted this to look tattered, like it was outside, because the bunny's going to be outside in my brain rummaging through your garden. Even though it's in a container, he still got in it, so I wanted it to look like the bow had been sitting outside and was weathered. So these are approximately the same size. I didn't do them together and they're a little bit different. Helps with the tattered look. Then I took the initial one and I put that in the middle with the point. Sorry, in the middle with the point, see? And then I took the other one and put the point the opposite way. Helps for it to look like it's been weathered to me that way. If you only want to do flags or you only want to do points, you can do that too. It's your DIY. Do it the way you want. Then the last one, I'm going to use this one because it's short enough already and I already had it from another project. I did only points and you can see that here. Then, what makes this work, and I do this with every bow I do, even big loopy bows, even with loopy bows, I do this because it's so much easier. When you see people make bows sometimes, they're twisting and turning in the middle and trying to get all that fabric to be tight there and it's hard. So, how I do it is, I hold on to the middle, I take some scissors, and I cut the wire only the wire. I don't cut into the ribbon. If you do, it's okay, but I try not to really cut into the ribbon. I only cut the wire, if you can see. Very little on both sides. This lets my ribbon bend a whole lot easier, and when I cut the second side, I don't cut it directly across. I make it a little bit higher or a little bit lower. It helps for your ribbon not to tear into two pieces. And it might take you a couple of tries with this, but I make sure they're not directly across from each other. Then I'm going to take some floral wire, and I do this with every bow that I do. Even if I don't have floral wire, I'll use like a twist tie from my bread that I get at the grocery store. And I am going to take all the stacked pieces and put the floral wire on it, but I'm going to bend them forward slightly because that's where my design is. The back's plain. And just twist it. If it starts to tear your ribbon, you can put a dab of hot glue on there to stop that from happening. Okay, sorry, my camera shut off, but you're twisting your wire semi-tight. Once you have it like that, then I just glue the back of the wire so it won't go anywhere. And now you're just gonna pull your pieces apart and they will twist and pull apart. These are kind of small, so I just twisted them till it looked like a bow. Like it was spread out nicely. And then once I had that the way that I wanted, I glued it to the front. And you can stick it on there with glue and then twist them and put little dabs of glue down if they won't stay the way that you like them. But I really didn't care how it looked as long as it was spread out, because I wanted it to look like it's been sitting outside. Then in the middle, everyone kept saying, oh wow, the center, what did you do? You won't even believe. I took one of the pieces from the tails that I cut off and I put it underneath the bottom because you could see the words, and just glued it on just like that. Just because you could see the words, because I don't like to be wasteful. And then I took one of the bigger ones and literally, this is from the flagtail. I took the scissors and I made it into a diamond and stuck it in the middle. Simple as that. Don't be wasteful. Save all of my stuff, and I used it. Oh, I did a much better job than on this one. I got another one, so let's try that again because I wasn't looking at it. I just cut it into a diamond and placed it in the middle, and that's how I made it. I do all kinds of different crazy designs and stuff on different ribbons. Sometimes I make them rounded on the edge and then they look more like flowers. You could take pieces and literally cut them into tassels on the end. I actually don't want to mess up any more of this ribbon because I love this ribbon. I will find some place to put this bow, and you can twist them and make them stand out from it. I wanted them to be a little more flat, but it could stand out from the entire thing. You just do whatever it is you want to do because it's your DIY. So hopefully this was very helpful for you guys, and you have any more questions, leave them in the comment section down below. Do you like it if I do more talking in my DIY videos, or do you like the way the initial video was and maybe I just come back and do this? Because I have a tendency to get overly detailed, and so my videos can run kind of long. So let me know that down in the comment section down below, and I will be linking this video down there too. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, for liking, and always sharing my videos as usual. And if you're not a member here at Lacee Space, I don't know why not yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You can see we have a lot of fun here. I have more DIYs coming your way. I have tablescapes and a couple collabs that I'm going to be in. I'm going to be doing some thrifting, and I'm going to bring you guys a thrift haul and a couple of shop with me's coming up here for spring. And I'm going to be celebrating my birthday, and I am so excited. And it is freezing outside today. In Michigan, it's 30 some degrees. But that's not going to wear me down. I'm going to have fun. Also, if you like, you can follow me on Instagram. It's Lacee Space, the same way that it is spelled here. And I will catch all of you in my next video. Bye, loves. It's your birthday. Go, Lacee. It's your birthday. Well, not until tomorrow, to tell the truth. But me, it's March. I'm celebrating all month long.